Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. 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 Fucking losing it. What's up, YouTubes? YouTubes. tubes. Trying to get situated here. How's everybody doing? As you're coming in, make sure you're hitting the like button, please. Thank you. Right away. Hurry up. Tell you about my day while I get my shit done over here. I got some things I gotta catch up on. I was gonna make a video, a regular recorded video about what happened today, but I was like, you know what? I don't have time. It was a long day. I have so much to catch up on. I have to fill my tanks. I have to fill out some paperwork from the last load. I have to, where'd it go? I have to open this thing up and charge it. Had to get a new headset. So much going on. So much going on. Can we hit the like button as we're coming in? Thank you very much. Appreciate that, everybody coming in. This fucking lens has got something on it looks like. Or maybe it's just me. Let me clean it real quick. Stupid lenses, you know. Lenses. The lens game. Yo, check out the Hot Rig shirt. Boom. I don't know, can you see that? Oh. You see that? Oh, I'm trying to. Oh. Killing them. HotRigApparel.com. Check it out. Check out the quality. I'm going to show you. You can actually see the quality in these shirts. Okay? Look at this. Look at how thick the screen printing is. You can actually see it. Okay? Look at this one. Look at this one. Got a Hot Rig on the front, right? Check it out. And then you got on the back, this one. Killing them. Killing them. Look at that. Would you look at that? Anyway, so it's been running my tail off lately, as usual. And oh come on, I hate when that happens. And I've just been busy. I haven't had a chance to really make videos and shit. Figured, go live and talk with you guys about it. Whatever, I'm losing my marbles. I gotta get with the program here, people. I gotta get with the program. So let's see, where the hell am I? I started out in Jersey the other day. Now I'm all the way over here near Oklahoma City, going to California. So I was in Jersey Saturday morning. No, what day is it? What's today? What's today? Today's Monday, so that puts me... I was leaving... I can't even remember what fucking day it is. I'm trying to think. So, I left New Jersey on Friday. Yeah. Okay, now I'm remembering. Left New Jersey on Friday, and then by this Friday, I'll be in California. So I'm going to be going from one end of the country to the other in less than a week. I'm actually hoping to deliver. This load delivers at 11 a.m. Friday morning in Tracy, California. But I think I can get it there by Thursday at 11 a.m. if the truck doesn't fall apart again. Anyway, but yeah, so I went and got loaded early at this place I was at in Rossville, Tennessee, which is Memphis, basically. And I got loaded full of, I got a whole trailer full of Eggo waffles. And it's going to Tracy. And I'm driving along today. I just came into Oklahoma. The sun is going down, okay? And what I did was I lifted my seat. Because I have that piece of vinyl sun strip on my window, my windshield. So I was like, man, the sun's really really bright, so I lifted the seat up so the sun wouldn't be right in my face. And I never usually lift the seat because I don't like to bounce and my feet don't really touch the ground. But I was like, you know what, let me try sitting up a little bit. So I sat up, I scooted forward, and then I moved the steering wheel up a little bit to accommodate the uppageness, right? And when I did that, when I moved the steering wheel, like, you know, up, I noticed I had the radio on, I had the music blaring, and it was loud, and it was jamming, and all of a sudden I'm noticing I got no power steering. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look down, and all my gauges are out. Gone. So I turn the music off, and I'm like, the fucking engine's not running. So I immediately put it into neutral, and mind you, now I have no engine, I have no power steering, doing 60 miles an hour, slowing down. I'm like, what the fuck? Coming up to a hill. So I get it off the road, and I'm like, and I park it, put the flashers on, and I go to restart the truck, and I got nothing, no juice on the key at all. I got no juice on the key. Nothing in, you know, I turned the key to the left, I got nothing. No key action, no Qualcomm action, couldn't roll the windows down, couldn't do shit. I was like, what the fuck just happened? And I was like, oh man, you know, so I called fucking Road Assist, and I'm like, yeah, I was like in freak out mode. I put out my triangles and shit, and I'm like, oh man, what the fuck just happened? And I was like, you know, and Road Assist wasn't really helping me out too much. They're a bunch of spazoids sometimes. But, so I was like, you know what, calm down, get a hold of yourself. You went to automotive school, you know what to do. So I was like, alright. As soon as I moved the steering wheel, something happened and got loose, right? So I was like, what the fuck? What's under the steering wheel that could have pinched or whatever? And I know that when I installed my Qualcomm, the wiring harness for the Qualcomm is under there, not the steering wheel. So I was like, oh, it's got to be something to do with the Qualcomm wire or something with the steering harness wire. So I took apart the whole fucking dashboard, pulled the two panels off, dropped down the panel underneath the steering wheel, and I'm jiggling wires, I'm turning the fucking key, and I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? So I was like, you know what? So I had to stop again. I had to get a hold of myself. Now we're about 15 minutes in now. We're on the side of the road, and I'm panicking because I don't want to get towed. The tow bill would be fucking astronomical, right? Especially that I got a load on. So I'm like, oh man, come on, stop. Let's go back to basics here. Let's think. Check the battery cables. Obviously, the battery cables are fine because the flashers are working really good. I'm like, all right, what could it be? Then boom, I was like, check the fuses. So immediately I pulled off the panel and saw that the circuit breaker for the ignition was up. And I was like, that's what it is. I pushed the breaker back down, reset it, and the truck started right up. But I was like, okay, but why did the circuit breaker trip? So I was driving down the road. I was like, I'll take care of it when I get to the next truck stop area. And I'm at a Flying J right now, about 120 miles east of Oklahoma City on the 40. So I was like, it's got to have something to do with the wiring harness on either the Qualcomm or the steering column. So I got here, and on the way here, one of my headlights burnt out. And I'm just like, oh my god, now I got no headlight. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? What's going on? What's going on with these electrical problems? So I get here, the first thing I do is I do the headlight, because it's a little cold out there. I didn't want to be messing around all night with the headlight. So I do the headlight, and I'm looking, and the bulb is not burnt out yet, but it's burning out, and it's melting the plug and the bottom of the housing on the bulb. It's melting, and it's about to blow the bulb, but it hasn't blown the bulb yet. So I was like, fuck. So I just changed the bulb out, didn't even analyze it anymore. I was like, the bulb's going bad. Obviously something's going on with this bulb. Changed out the bulb, put that shit together, shut the hood, and then came inside here and started working on the inside of the truck. Now, I'm going through the wiring harness looking for where it could have got pinched from the steering column going up and down. Okay? And sure enough, I found a tiny little fray on one of the many, many, many wires that go to the Qualcomm wiring harness, and one tiny little fray. So what happened was, when I moved the steering wheel up like this, it pinched one of the wires on the Qualcomm harness and shorted out the ignition circuit. I mean, when I was stuck on the side of the road, I went as far as disconnecting the whole Qualcomm harness altogether and everything. But as soon as I found out that the breaker had tripped and reset it, everything was fine. So what the moral of this story here is, guys and gals, is you want to have a little bit of basic knowledge when it comes to shit being broke on your truck. And some of the things you should have in your truck to help you get through silly little situations. Because, like, if I was stupid and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, I would have had to get towed probably somewhere over a fucking breaker being tripped. Could you imagine the tow bill for getting towed from here to a dealership in Oklahoma City, 120 miles away, over a breaker being tripped? You gotta know how to troubleshoot. Okay? First thing you want to do is check your fuses, check your breakers. Okay? Jiggle the wires and stuff like that, you know. Always ask questions, you know. There's people out there, like I said, I went to school for automotive. I know enough to know how to troubleshoot. And sometimes troubleshooting, you'll be able to get through a situation, because that was a pretty crazy situation. Driving down the road. Yeah, I know the camera's shaking. Hold on, let me shut the truck off. Sorry about that. There we go. There we go. Now it's not shaking anymore. Oh, but yeah, so the truck, you know, I was stuck on the side of the road. I had no power, no nothing. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? But I know how to troubleshoot, and I got it figured out. So I had to get a new headset because my the one that I have the older version. Where the fuck is it? I have the regular Legend, the regular old school Legend. And when I bought this thing brand new 8 months ago, I've been having problems with it ever since I got it. And like, I'll be talking and it'll disconnect, and then it won't. I'm having trouble with this one. I think it's defective. I've just been putting it off for this long to get a new one. So I'm hoping that this one's a little bit better. This is the 5200 series. This one's a little bit more. This one's better than the older version. So don't mind me while I'm doing this. I'm just gonna keep on babbling. And but like I said, the things you want to have in your truck, have a little toolkit, you know, a little toolbox, you know, to you know, basic screwdrivers, wrenches, and stuff like that. You know, just a basic little toolkit. You know, something small, something easy. You want to, if you're really tech savvy, you want to get a voltmeter. If you have an electrical problem, you could get you take out your voltmeter, and you could start testing circuits to see, you know, what circuit went bad. You know, or I wouldn't recommend using a test light, because those things aren't always the best way to test a circuit. Okay, get a voltmeter out. Make sure you guys have tire pressure gauge. Don't be using a fucking hammer. Don't be using a tire thumper. You know, this is what I do. You know, I check my tires, not every day, but you know, you can tell. You can tell if your shit is, you know, you wake up in the morning, your tire's flat, you know. If it's going flat, you'll be able to notice it by just looking at it. But if you're not sure, get out your damn tire pressure gauge and check those tires. Okay, this one comes with a USB. I already have one over here, so we're going to charge it with this thing over here. Aha. Crazy day, man. Like I said, I was stuck on the side of the road for a minute. I was like, oh man, this is gonna suck if I gotta get towed. Oh shit. Come on. There we go. It's charging. Let that charge for a minute. This over here. This box back together. Fill up my tank. And then we'll start talking questions and answers. Somebody just parked next to me. Oh man, but what a day. But yeah, I had the whole dashboard apart, going nuts on the side of the road. I like it when you guys always ask that. What's in the background? What's in the background? It's a dead body. I got a dead body in my truck. Oh my god. Guys are so silly. Anyway. Somebody just sent me a message. I didn't see it. Hold on. I can't. Oh, no, I can't get back to it without messing up the live feed. So anyway, yeah, so I was stuck on the road for a minute today. It's crazy. Had no power, no nothing. I'm like, why did the truck just stall? I mean, literally, the whole everything shut off. Engine shut off, gauges shut off, Qualcomm shut off, everything shut off. I was like, what the fuck did I just do? And I said to myself, it had to have something to do with me touching the steering wheel. So that's, you know, you got to think about what you did, and what happened, and that's how you start your troubleshooting. You know. I know everybody's talking about the Blue Parrot, but I've always been a Plantronics fan only because I don't like the obnoxious look of the headset and the microphone, the Debbie the Time Life Operator look. I'm not into that whole look. I mean, those headsets are awesome, and they're fairly comfortable. The Blue Tiger is comfortable, Blue Parrot's comfortable, but I don't like the look. I don't like that Debbie the Time Life Operator look. You know what I'm saying? The Plantronics is a cleaner. It's a cleaner look. I mean, it's just boom. It's on your ear, out of sight, out of mind. Especially when you have nice hair and you want to brush it, you don't have to worry about putting that headset on your head and messing up your hair. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this one's defective. I've had this damn thing now since September, and it's never been right. I don't know. Hopefully this new one works good, because I also have. I gotta ask. I know you guys have these things. I know a lot of people that have them that don't have any issues, but I have this too. I have this is the LG Infinum, LG Tone Infinum, the expensive one, the Harman Kardon headphone, whatever the hell, retractable thing. But the problem is that whenever I use it, people can't hear me. And I think it's because my fat neck is covering the microphone thing, but it's not, because the microphone is right here and here on the outside, so my fat neck isn't covering it, you see? Even when I'd have to go like this to cover it. But I don't know. My mother's like, oh, I can barely hear you. I can barely sound all muffled. Does anybody have that problem with these headphones, if they have them? Because I had the cheaper version of these too, and oh, they sound like shit. I can't hear you. They sound like shit. Who's that? But this is the expensive version. This thing's more expensive than the damn Plantronics. And oh, I can barely hear you. I can barely hear you. But for headphone sound quality, these things kick ass. Like if you're working out or whatever, you should work like a lash unit. I don't know what that means. How are you doing today? I'm doing good, Scott. After I had the issues with the truck, never had a problem with those headphones. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it's my fat fucking neck. I don't know, because the microphone is on top right here where my finger is, and then the other one is over here on the side. So maybe the microphone is hitting my chain, but I tried that. I tucked my chain in. You know, maybe maybe my fat neck. Because when I'm driving, I'm like this. I'm not like this, you know? So I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. It sucks. Sucks, man. Sucks. Anyway, let's fill up this tank real quick. I gotta change out the battery too. Batteries are dead. Tanks are dry. What's up? To everybody that's new in the house, welcome to the channel. This is a live feed edition of what happened today, I guess. I do live feeds to just connect with my people and say hello. I try not to do too many live feeds because it gets repetitive and it gets fucking boring. So yeah, not too many live feeds. We try not to, at least. They are fun, but you don't want to be repetitive. Where's my paper towels? Oh, there they are. I don't want to make a mess here. But yeah, we're going to California with this load. From Jersey. We went from Jersey to Tennessee, and now Tennessee to Cali. In 1 week, in less than a week, actually. So all the way across the country in less than a week. Solo driver. Can you do it? Can you do it? I'm talking New Jersey all the way to Northern California through Tennessee. I'm taking the southern route. I am not going up on the 80. I'm going to go all the way across the 40 through Bakersfield and get on the 99 and go up that way. That's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to do it. Cali to Florida and back in 1 week. How the hell are you going to go from Cali to Florida and back in 1 week? That's come on now. That's totally, obviously you're running totally illegal. Come on now. You can't fool me. You're not running legal if you're doing that. Ain't no way. Because from Memphis, it's from Memphis to Tracy, California is 2,069 miles. From Jersey to Cali, shit, it's got to be 3,000 and change minimum. So there's no way you're doing Florida to Cali and back in 1 week. There's no way. Sorry, unless you're driving teams. That's the only way. Because you ain't doing it legally as a solo driver. Where am I going? Up in Tracy. I think I'm going to U.S. Cold Storage in Tracy. I've got a trailer full of Eggo waffles. Hold on, you guys. Be patient. Give me a second. Fucking juice. This juice, from L.A. to Central Florida is 2,600 miles. That's it? 2,600 miles? Well, yeah, I guess you could go across the 10, but still, 2,600 miles. So you're doing from Florida to LA and then back. That's 26 and that's 40, 50, what, 52? 5,200 miles in 1 week? No. Sorry. Not doing it. There's no way you're doing that as a solo driver. Nope. Rocking the Killer Custard Strawberry here, people. Got a fresh battery. We've got the single coil setup on the Squonk Mod. We're going to crank it up to about 80 watts and get down here for a second. Whoop, 86. Thought that's too much. We'll try 85. Fill her up with juice. Here we go. That stuff's good right there. Hey, look at that! It's You're a Disgrace to U.S. Truckers. How you doing, brother? That's the guy that's my newest troll that likes to talk shit. Everybody welcome him. Welcome the Disgrace to Truckers guy. It's a pretty creative name, you know. Pretty cool troll name to have. Hey, we got Jesus Christ in the house. Hey, I want to talk to you guys about something else here real quick. We started talking about this in the last live feed. Mr. Disgrace. Can I call you that? That's a very long name. Pale Rider, what's up, buddy? So, what do you guys think about the Earth being flat? Seriously, what do you think about the Earth being flat? Definitely want to know what you guys think about that. Yeah, we're going to Matt's. Going to be in the Hot Rig apparel booth. Hot Rig. Check it out. Go to hotrig.com. hot/rig.com. Check out their stuff. Pick you up some stuff. But yeah, so what do you guys think about the Earth being flat? I think it's flat. I've never seen a fucking curve. I think the moon landings were faked. I saw this video the other day of a rocket, college kids or somebody was doing a science experiment where they took a GoPro, okay, and they put it on this rocket, this, experimental rocket, this little rocket, not a big rocket, and it went straight up, and as it was going up, it was spinning, because the camera was going, fucking camera was like spinning so fast, and then all of a sudden, the fucking thing just stops in the fucking air. 73 miles up. It just clunk hit the dome, so to speak, if you will. My question is what do you guys think about that type of shit? Do you think that we've been being lied to our whole lives? To, cover up the Bible and all that good stuff? I mean, the Bible says it, It says in the Bible that we're living in quote-unquote dome. And if that's the truth, then we never been in outer space. Bill Nye the Science Guy said it, that we can't leave this Earth, that there's nowhere to go. The Bible says that the Bible does not say that the Earth is a sphere. Nope, that's not in there. Sorry, I've done my research. I've checked. There's a lot of unexplained about if the Earth is flat, how do you explain the seasons? I don't know. Do you guys think that airplanes hit the Twin Towers? I don't think so. I know for sure that... do you want to... Yeah, I would love to meet you, Mr. Disgrace. I would love to meet you and talk with you and figure out why you like to troll people. I would love to sit down. I'll even buy you lunch. I mean, just, look, this is what I don't mind the trolls, okay? I encourage the trolls because it just adds flavor, but I don't like it when the trolls go too far with certain things. Coffee, I got coffee for you. The only thing I ask is this. If you're going to meet me in person, be man enough. Be fucking man enough to say, hey, I am this person on YouTube. I don't like you because of this, or whatever. Don't be a fucking pussy-ass fucking coward like Joey Eyes. Remember him? Where he said he was going to sneak up on me one day, and he was going to put me in the hospital. Psh, don't be like that guy. Don't be like that guy. Anyway, but the Earth is flat. Thank you, Tiffany. Appreciate that. That's what's up. $2 for the super chat from Miss Tiffany over there. I think that the Earth could be flat because there's been lots of times where I've never seen a curve. I've been in plenty of airplanes. I've never seen curvature of the Earth. And like if we go back, we were talking about 9/11 for a minute. If you look at the because I was in Florida, okay? How old was I? I was 19 years old or 18 years old, and I was in Florida, so I wasn't in New York City that day. But everybody saw on television that planes went into the Twin Towers, and supposedly a plane went into the Pentagon, and supposedly a plane went into, crashed in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Okay. Well, It's the first time ever in history that 2 buildings fell down because of a plane crash and a fire. And then all of a sudden, the other building fell down miraculously straight to the ground. And all of a sudden, miraculously, the plane crashed in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. There was no wreckage. And then miraculously, there was no wreckage at the Pentagon either. Okay, well, look, if you're going to fucking fake it, you know, if the government's going to fake it, they really need to fake it. I mean, come on. Like the moon landings, okay? Like the moon landings. Totally fucking bogus, man. If you look at the interview, thank you there, Marty. Appreciate that. That's what's up. If you look at the interview of Buzz Aldrin, shit, the other guy. I'm having a brain fart. There was come on, who's the guys on the Apollo 11? Buzz Aldrin. You know who I'm talking about. You look at the interview that they did on national television. Neil Armstrong, that's right. Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and the other guy. If you look at the interview that they did after they came back from the moon, they were all sitting there like this, talking to the world about their moon landing experience, and they're like, yeah, we wanted to thank you guys, and yeah. That tells me that they're fucking sitting there on national television lying to the world, and they hate it. They hate the fact that they're lying to the world. I mean, it's all over their faces. Look it up. Do the research. I've been doing my research. And I'm not saying I'm one of these crazy flat earthers, but I think that it raises question if you think about it, you know. And right now I'm at the Flying J in Chakota, Oklahoma, off the 40, Highway 69 and Interstate 40. That's where I'm at, going to California. Anyway, but you look at like the pictures of the lander on the moon. There's no impact crater from where the thrusters would have pushed all this dust on the moon away as it was landing. You know, I could push this damn napkin with my breath. Could you imagine a rocket pushing dust? There was no impact crater underneath the lander. There was no dust on the landing gear of the lander. And then all of a sudden the flag is waving as they're putting it in the ground on the moon. Well, if there's no atmosphere on the moon, why is the flag waving? Why? And if you take the footage of them running on the moon and speed it up half speed, it looks like they're running on Earth. And if you look at some of the other pictures of them standing near the lander and compare them to the pictures of the desert in Arizona, you see where I'm going with this? I've done my research, people. Done my research. Okay? Supposedly Antarctica is this giant wall of ice. The Earth is flat. Supposedly Antarctica is this giant ice wall that goes all the way around the Earth. Okay? It's like the movie The Truman Show, in a sense. Why would they make the movie The Truman Show and all these other movies? Because they want to put it right in front of your face to make it so obvious, so that you question it, or you don't question it because people are like Ed Harris says in the movie of The Truman Show. You know, why do you think that Truman never tried to leave or escape or whatever? And he says because he is comfortable in the reality that is presented to him. We've been told our whole lives that the Earth is a globe, is a round sphere. You know? I think that it could possibly be flat. Hey, I've never been to outer space. I've never been up in the International Space Station, but there's so many video clips of I'm going to show you guys too. Now we're getting deep in this live feed now. I'm going to show you guys some deeper shit that really bothered me when I found it. So, we were talking about 9/11, how 9/11 was bullshit and fake, and they fucking blew up the towers. There was never any fucking planes that hit the towers or hit anything. fucking explosions, okay? But here's a true fact that the government and the higher elites do the things they do to hide shit from us in order to keep us under control and keep us at bay, if you will. So do you guys remember the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting? Do you guys remember that? I remember it. Here, check this out. So, I'm going to pull this clip up real quick. Hold on. Hopefully it'll come up as I'm doing this live feed.
My family is one of the families that...
Hold on. You're going to laugh when you see this. Because when I saw it, I couldn't fucking believe this shit. You know, I have my suspicions. I have my conspiracy theories and all that good shit. Well, like I said, I've been doing my research lately, and when I found this clip, I was just completely fucking dumbfounded. Now, this clip I'm going to show you, is a clip of the father, okay, of one of the students killed in the Sandy Hook shooting, okay. And this asshole, this crisis actor they call these people, okay, didn't realize that the camera was on and live and on him when he was coming to the microphone. And I'm going to show you what they didn't air on national television that day.
They're getting ready to make...
Watch this. Look at him.
We'll listen to her.
Smiling.
Okay.
Look at him. Hold on. Let's back that up. Oh shit, what'd I do? Oh crap, hold on. Oh, come on, don't mess up on me now. But look at him. Look at him. He caught smiling.
My family is one of the families that lost a child yesterday in the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting here in Connecticut.
Okay, so the guy supposedly just lost a kid, right, in a shooting. And look at him. Smiling on national television. Coming out to the microphone, smiling. He didn't realize he didn't realize the cameras were rolling on him at that moment, apparently.
I assume he's going to come out to the microphones now and make a statement. Looks like the family is there, and they're getting ready to come to the microphone. So
see that?
We'll listen to her. Okay.
The video I was watching yesterday was a little bit better. You know, hold on. See if I can find that clip from yesterday that I was watching. Well, basically, what I'm trying to say here is, people, don't believe everything that...
Alright, this is just going to be a real short video. I'm just going to get straight to the point. The Robbie Parker, that is the laughing, if he was on Facebook, and he was.
Hold on. Anyway, I'm sure everybody has seen this shit. But this guy, this is fake. You know, it's bullshit. You know, the moon landing, bullshit. And I really believe that they were bullshit. I believe for sure that 9/11 was fucking bullshit. Okay, because look, 3,500 people died that day. I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that we lost a lot of people that day. But name one person that you know that knows somebody that died that day in the towers. I don't. My uncle worked right down the street from that place. Okay. So I don't fucking know anybody that died that day personally, or anybody that knows anybody that knows anybody. I don't know if you guys know anybody that died in the towers that day. Somebody over here? Somebody near me? Oh. This guy next to me is watching the live feed. Hey! up, doggy? This guy, look, check this out. Hold on. I'm gonna put you on blast. Tell everybody what your name is.
My name's Chris Bickle. I'm the one that's been blowing up your comments trying to get your attention.
What's your name on YouTube here?
What's that?
What's your name on YouTube?
Chris Bickle.
Oh, okay. You're not the disgrace guy?
No.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. Alright, well, pleasure to meet you, Chris.
Yeah, you too.
Cool, man.
I'll be on here watching.
Cool, man. Appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like button, Chris.
Oh, I will.
Hey, Chris, do you think the earth is flat?
I don't know, I fly planes, so it's hard to say.
Anyway, so that's Chris. Got a pretty... What kind of dog is that, a lab?
Pit.
That's a pit? Pretty dog.
Thank you.
Alright, brother, I'm going back to the live feed now. Talk to you in a little bit. Come on, window. Chris has got me on surround sound over there, it sounds like. Thought it was... Window's weak. Anyway, that's Chris. Cool guy. Parked next to me, watching the live feed. What do you know? Hey, I'm half a famous. So why would the government do... Why would they do 9/11? Why would they do anything that they do? Sandy Hook. You know, there's multiple people on the news that day said they heard lots of explosions. Okay, but then they said, oh, these planes that hit the towers. And if you look at the footage, if you go back and look at the footage of the planes hitting the towers, remember, this is back in 2001 when, you know, video editing was just becoming a thing, like, you know, and Photoshop and all that other bullshit. Now, like I said, I wasn't there that day. I don't know for sure if planes hit the Twin Towers, but I know for damn sure that there's no way a plane hit the Pentagon, and there's no way a plane went down in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Okay? There's no way. Because if you look at the Pentagon, okay, and this is why, like, I'm gonna start homeschooling my kids because of this type of shit that I'm learning now. Because I mean, they're teaching us in school of, oh, the planets and this and that, a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so if you go back, I'm getting sidetracked here. If you go back and look at the Pentagon, okay, before it collapsed. Now, look at the Pentagon before it collapsed, when it was, you know, there was just a hole. Okay, you've got a 14 to 15, 16 foot hole, right, in the fucking Pentagon. Okay, and they telling you that a fucking plane slammed into the wall of the Pentagon. Okay, here's my question: how do you fit a plane with a 120 foot wingspan into a 14 fucking foot hole? How do you do that? And then on top of it, have no wreckage at all. That's what bothers me. They're telling us, oh, a plane hit the Pentagon. How? The grass wasn't even singed from where the tires would have hit it. How did a plane hit the Pentagon? Oh, we're talking, what's up, Thor? We're talking about this because we're talking about, is the earth flat? You know, we're talking about this because, you know, it just happened to pop up. I've been doing my research on this flat earth stuff for the last couple of weeks because I stumbled across, I was actually watching a conspiracy documentary about the Titanic. And then I stumbled across this flat earth thing. Now, I've done some research about the flat earth thing before, but I really got into it now because I started watching this documentary and other documentaries, and then I started putting some of my own scientific experiments to the test, you know, like, well, okay, well, if the sun is really millions and millions of miles away, well, then why does this happen? Why does that happen? Why, when a rainbow comes out all the time, it makes the shape of a dome? You know, why all these things? Like, okay, well, explain this, explain that. So, yeah, these are a lot of great questions, And no, I can't prove anything, but it raises question. And then it all comes back to what all triggered it was the moon landing hoax. Okay? So if we really went to the moon from 1969 to 1974, whatever it was, why haven't we been back? Why haven't we been continuing to go to the moon and do research on, the moon and then Mars and whatnot, right? Why did we just stop going to the fucking moon all of a sudden? Someone just said I'm brainwashed. Donald says I'm brainwashed. Okay, I'm very I may be brainwashed on the shit that they're telling us. Oh well, yeah, we landed on the moon. Well, how do you know? Well, because that's what the news says. It's on the TV. Oh, you believe everything that's on TV? Yeah, oh, it's got to be true because it's on TV, right? It's on TV. Oh, the planes hit the towers. How do you know? It was on the news. Oh, it's on the news. Okay. Well, like I said, I have never personally spoke to anybody face to face that was there that day or knew somebody that was there that day other than my uncle. My uncle worked on Wall Street, a few buildings down from the towers, and he remembers the buildings coming down. He remembers hearing explosions. I didn't see no fucking planes, he said. Now, like I said, he was a few buildings down in his office. I don't know for sure if planes hit the I do believe in Christ. But check this out. Like, here's an even better question for you about, the Bible and the whole earth being round and all that shit. Okay? So, in Genesis, okay? In the book of Genesis, in the Bible, okay? On day 1, it says, God said, let there be light. God created a light to separate the light from the dark. He was going to call the light day and the dark night. And that was the end of day 1. God created the light, let there be light, light was good, blah, blah, blah. Day 1. Okay? You're all with me. We did this on the last live feed. On day 4, God created the sun, the moon, the stars, and everything else in the firmament. It says it in the Bible. Okay? If you believe the Bible, then you're understanding where I'm going with this. So, if there was light and dark on day 1, right? Where did we get the light from on day 1, 2, and 3 if the sun and the moon and the stars were not created until day 4? Just questions, just like, hey, what the heck's that mean? The light that we got on day 1, 2, and 3 is where did it come from? Where did it come from? I am still on this because I think that I think it's an interesting topic, and I think that there needs to be more awareness about the topic. Because, just for instance, if in fact, okay, check it out. If in fact the Earth is flat and we are living in a dome that was created by a higher power, the God, the Creator, okay? Okay, cool. But then again, we've been told since we were children that the Earth is round and there's outer space and there's all these galaxies, millions and millions of miles, all these different things. Now, I've done a few of these experiments to question the whole outer space thing. They said take a camera and point it up at the stars and tell me what you see. Now, in the video, the guy who does this use the Nikon Coolpix 80 times zoom or something, and you zoom in on the star, and you get the same thing when you look at it through a telescope. It looks like it's sparkling and shimmering, as if it was in water, looking through water. And you look it through a camera, it's the same thing. Okay? You look at the planets, it's the same thing. You can't see Saturn's rings through a telescope. You can't see the big giant storm on Jupiter through a telescope. You get all that information from NASA. Know what I'm saying? So, all I'm saying, guys, is do the research, and then we'll talk about it again some other time what you guys think. Because I think it's an exciting topic to talk about. That's all. To talk about the possibilities of what if. What if they are lying to us? Okay, because this is my dad. I talked to my dad about this too, and my dad's like, "You're fucking crazy, whatever," you know. And I said, and my dad says, "Okay, what if the Earth is flat? What are you gonna do about it?" Well, what can I do about it? What can anybody do about it? Nothing. Can't do anything about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they found landing gear a year later wedged between two buildings. Yeah, wow. A year later, they placed landing gear somewhere. They never found the black boxes. They never found anything with those planes. Bunch of bullshit. Don't believe everything you hear on the news, people. I'm not saying, hashtag fake news. Well, look at the Sandy Hook thing. Look at the 9/11. Look at the levees in New Orleans. How people in New Orleans, they heard explosions by the levees going off. I'm just saying. Don't believe everything you heard. Look, here's what I'm really saying. Okay, people are all like, "Oh, save your money, all this good stuff." Don't save your money, people. Well, don't get me wrong. Not to not save your money, but don't stock up on money, because when the shit hits the fan, what's gonna matter is bullets. Because when the truth really comes out and the shit hits the fan, and there's enough people that are sick and tired of the government and sick and tired of the lies and sick and tired of the bullshit, there's going to be a revolution. And money's not going to matter. It's going to be about how many bullets you can put in your pocket to protect your family. That's all I'm saying. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't teach your children to believe all this fake bullshit. Because, I mean, look at it, guys. Look at the information that they put out on the news that's supposed to be real. Like I said, when 9/11 happened, two of the tallest buildings in the world happened to just fall straight down due to a fire from an airplane. And it's the first time and only time in history that a building has come down due to a plane crash or fire. And then all of a sudden, miraculously, World Trade Center, I think building number 7, came down that night. Straight down. Well, you're going to tell me that terrorists did that, and then you're going to put it on national television and make it look like a fucking controlled demolition. If you wanted to make it look like a fucking terrorist took the buildings down, I would have only blown up like one portion of the building, so that way the building would have actually fell over. But they didn't want to do that because then they knew they would have killed a lot more people. They made the buildings fall straight down. And then the Pentagon, like I said, 14-foot hole, 120-foot wingspan. You do the math. Shanksville, Pennsylvania, plane went down. Where's the plane at? No plane. Well, yeah, the plane incinerated. Another first in history that a plane incinerates. Because that's what they said it would happen to the Pentagon too. The plane incinerated upon impact. That there was nothing left of the airplane. Bullshit. Look at the I don't remember the exact numbers, but look at the heat, the temperature of JP5 jet fuel as it burns. It's not hot enough. It's not hot enough. It's not hot enough to incinerate anything. Alright, let's fuck around and see me. We're over here talking too much about this flat earth bullshit.
Break 19 for the little guy.
Oh god, someone's... yeah, can I help you? Oh, man. Who's this? Where'd he go? my panties right now. Wellness check. Anyway, and then, like I said, look at the guy from the Sandy Hook thing.
That makes 2 of us.
Oh yeah. The Sandy Hook guy comes out on the stage there, supposedly just lost a child in a shooting, and he's walking out on stage like, yeah, hey, oh shit, the camera's on. Come on now, people. That it's on the TV. That's what was broadcasted. They didn't show it on every channel like that, but the footage is out there.
Probably.
Oh, there it is. What else? What else? Like I said, look, like the moon landing. So, forget about all of the shit on the moon landing, that the flag was waving. Forget about the fact that they were jumping around and running on the moon. And if you take a look here, check this out. This is really good. Take a look at the picture from when they had the moon buggy parked next to the lander. How the fuck did they fit that buggy into the lander if the buggy is bigger than the lander? And then explain their demeanor at the press conference after their moon landing. Let me pull it up to show you. Press conference. After. So look, that's like the first thing that pops up on fucking YouTube, because so many people are fucking watching it. Look at this. These are the 3 guys that just landed on the moon.
At this time, I'd like to introduce the Apollo 11 crew.
Oh, come on. You gotta stop jamming up on me here. Bigfoot's on the moon. There's so many people making the same videos. There's a lot of people saying the same thing I'm saying right now. Come on. Why is it jamming up? Look at these guys.
Participated in one great adventure. It's an adventure that took place not just in the month of July.
Does that guy look excited to have just come back from the moon?
In the last decade. We all here and the people
Come on, look at that.
listening in today had the opportunity to share that adventure
Look at him.
over its developing
Look at
and
him.
unfolding
Yeah, I'm proud I came back from the moon.
in the past months and years. It's our privilege today to share with you some of the details of that.
I'm sorry, but it's fucking right there in your face. The footage is right there. Those fucking guys never went to the moon. And then even if we did go to the moon, right? Like numerous times, supposedly there's this thing called the Van Allen radiation belt, right? If there's the Van Allen radiation belt, how the fuck did they get through it twice? They went through it and then had to come back through it to get back to Earth. How did the ship survive it? How did they survive it? Supposedly this radiation belt that's in between the Earth and the moon is like a fucking belt of radiation. Like fly through a wall of radiation. It would have fucked up all of the electronics. Not to mention them, their bodies. Like I said, people, don't believe everything you fucking hear. Look at the Sandy Hook thing. Look at the Vegas shooting. Look at the Vegas shooting that happened in the summertime during the country concert in Vegas. And the guy was shooting from the fucking 30th floor or whatever. But yet multiple people claim that there were multiple shooters. And yet the news wanted to say, oh, it was one guy with multiple guns. And then a couple of weeks later, oh, there was 2 guys with multiple guns. Man, like I said, Be vigilant, people. Be vigilant when you're out. Be vigilant when you're with your family to protect them, because you just never know when the fuckery is going to come down. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. It's a fucked up world we live in, people. And those of you that are like me that have children, we got to try to teach them the truth before they get fucking corrupted by the system. You know, oh yeah, the earth is round. Oh, okay. Can you prove it? No. Can you prove that it's flat? No. But due to the oh, Sir Vader, is that you? Oh, Vader. Oh, not wearing any panties either. Yeah, Joe Rogan's another one that's going, whistleblower on everybody. Hell, look at the fucking, look at the interview that Jim Carrey did on, Late Night with, what's his name? Not Letterman, what's that guy's name that does a late night show now? Not Conan. Oh, there's two guys that do it now that took over. Not the guy. Yeah, Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel. So, Jim Carrey was on Jimmy Kimmel, and he was totally blowing the whistle. And Jimmy Kimmel was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? No. Look what happened to Geraldo Rivera when the guy went on his show back in the late 90s or whatever it was. Fucking Geraldo Rivera blew the whistle on his show. And they fucking shut the show down mid-show. They cut him off the air because he was blowing the whistle. Just hell, hey, I don't know. Something might happen to me for blowing the whistle right now because I'm talking about it. Who the hell knows? Anyway, there's a lot of yeah. Time traveler that shot. I don't know about that. Ted Nugent 2020. Look, there's so many different things, guys. Yeah, this is vapor, not smoke. It's vapor. It's real because I can see it and feel it. Now, if you want to get even deeper and go all Matrix on me, well, what is real? Something that you could simply see, touch, or taste makes it real? Simple electronic signals in your brain telling your brain that it's real? We could be living in the Matrix too. We could be, like it says in the Bible, we could be, this body of ours could be a vessel, and our soul could be controlling the vessel. I don't fucking know. It could be. Now, I'm not worried about I'm not worried about if the earth is flat or not. I'm not worried about if 9/11 was really a conspiracy and it was, because like I said, you guys got to be the judge for yourselves and your families. You know, I'm currently figuring out for next year, not this year, to look at. Can I help you? I'm gonna homeschool my kids. Public school system nowadays is fucking garbage. They have off more days than they're even in school for one thing nowadays. Like for instance, my son was off for Christmas break for almost 3 weeks. I don't know how it is in other public schools, but even when we were living in Ohio, they had a lot of days off, man. Hello. All I'm saying is do the research. If you, how you doing? If I'm saying, what I'm saying is if this conversation sparks your curiosity in any way, even the smallest bit of curiosity, do the research, you guys. Look at the movie.
I don't have no panties on.
Oh. What's that noise? I hear air. I don't know what I hear. Anyway, do the research, you guys. Look at the moon landings. Look at the Sandy Hook, the guy, the crisis actor. Look at 9/11. Look at the Vegas shooting from just this last summer. Look at all the shit they tell you about on the news. Look at it. Look at aliens. Okay, look at all of it. Do the research. I did the research. I've been doing the research, and what I'm getting out of the research that I'm doing is that it raises a lot of questions. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, like it all different dimensions, parallel dimensions, all this shit. All I'm saying is it just raises questions. That's all. It raises lots of questions. You know? But anyway, I want to talk about something else real quick. I want to talk about what Thor was talking about today in his live feed, because he was making a lot of sense about a few things he was saying about the trucking industry and where it's going and what's going on with it, you know. And I think that if you're going to be first of all, if you're going to be a content creator on whether it's YouTube or Instagram or whatever you're doing, and you're doing it around the industry, doing it industry related stuff, you should definitely do the best you can to educate. If you're going to educate, if you're going to show people how to do something, show them how to do it. Get in depth with, you know, that video, and show people what you're experiencing, so that way if they have a problem with it, they could watch your video and learn from it. And, you know, with that being said, you know, we should try to help each other out in any way we can. You know, if you see a truck, you know, like today when I was broke down on the side of the road, for the few minutes that I was broke down, nobody pulled over to help me out. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody came on the CB and said, hey, you alright? Need help? Nobody gave a shit.
Hey, alright, you need help?
Yeah, I need help with my panties. I can't get them home. Oh, I'm bloated. But, let's look out for each other, people, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's what Thor was trying to say, is we got to start looking out for each other out here. And don't expect to be welcomed. You know, like he was talking about how truckers are like, oh, you're a trucker. Oh, you're not in this circle. You're in that circle. Well, hey, don't expect to be accepted by everybody. You know what I'm saying? Sounds like a personal problem with that driver. Hey, driver, you got a personal problem? Yes, get a voltmeter. That way you can test circuits. If you got a light burnt out, or a cigarette lighter plug that's not working, you can check it with your voltmeter, and then you can start tracing out the circuit. See if a fuse went bad or whatever.
Can you check the vibrator?
About ghosts? What do I think about ghosts? Now, me personally, I have never experienced a spirit or a ghost. So I really can't comment on that. Do I believe in ghosts? Could be possible. Sure, why not? Look, anything's possible in this fucking day and age, okay? But apparently it's not possible to go back to the moon. That's not possible. We went to the moon for a few years back in the 60s and early 70s, but we can't go to the moon now. We can't go. We're not allowed to go. Supposedly. Because, you know, we went for a little while and we just stopped going. What are we talking about begging for subscribers? Who's begging for subscribers? They're gonna go to the moon every 3 months. Yeah, okay. I can't wait. Hey, next time you guys watch the shuttle go up, watch the shuttle go up. Actually watch it. Watch how the shuttle... Oh shit, I'm fucking spilling juice. Watch how the shuttle goes up and then does this shit. Now, what does that mean? Okay, maybe it's going up and leveling off so that way it doesn't hit the dome. Maybe. Why else would it do that? I don't fucking know. How do you explain that? Motherfucker's getting down. Just chugging-lugging here. You guys want me to put Joey on the CV? Alright. Here we go. Yeah, breaker 19. Excuse me. Is this thing working over here? Yeah, I was over there today and I was wondering, do you guys think that the earth is flat? Phone just fell. Sorry about that. What the fuck? Oh no, I just lost the comments too. That happened. Oh no, there it goes. Have you ever heard of Georgia Guidestones? No, what the heck is that? Yeah, I think that the earth could be flat because you don't see no curve. Hey, get off the radio, freaking guy over there. What's the problem with you? You okay? You have an orgasm or something? What's the matter with you? Listen, you bastard. Get off the radio. Be professional. Order some Chinese food. Order Chinese food. Coming food right up. Make a special order delivery. I'll pick a fried rice, egg roll, and 2 wonton soup. A special delivery. Make an on-time delivery every time.
No, you don't hold here.
We're all going to hell. Yeah, can I get a can I get a number 13 over there with the wonton, and then can I get an order the 2B, the one with the egg foo young over there, special delivery, on time delivery every time.
No, on time. No, you don't call here no more.
Yeah, can I get an order of Hu Flung Poo and some Kung Pao Flang? And let me get an order of the spare dumplings. I love the spare dumplings, you know.
No, oh no. You no come here no more.
I gotta change this coil out. I gotta get better at putting these coils in. Fucking thing is burning up. Burn it up. Yeah, excuse me, I'm looking for, Sal Rosenberg. This is Frank Rizzo, R-I-Z-Z-O. Anybody get Sal Rosenberg on the line here? Stop it, you bastard. Why is this thing burning up? Too hot? Too much voltage? Lower it down a little bit. Cotton is soaked, and yet I feel like I'm getting dry hits. Crazy. Try that. A little adjustment. There we go. Turn the wattage down. I move the coil over just a little bit so it gets a little more flowage from that one side. I think that's what was happening. We were getting a little clogged up on that one side, and the airflow isn't cooling off the coil properly. Yeah, he's watching my live feed. You still watching my live feed? You? Ha! You? That's some funny shit, let me tell you. I need to have more people like this on and see me when I'm doing live feeds. That's funny. They run that driver that day making them funny jokes in the radio. Oh, do you have a special order of cream of some young guy? Or special order on-time delivery?
And then
Now, hey, see that? Did you saw how the rocket hits the thing and just stops? You saw that. Now, that to me just raises question. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm, oh my God, a flat Earth. Oh my God. All I'm saying is that, hey, if fucking Earth is flat, they need to tell us that the Earth is flat. Why are they so afraid of telling us the truth? Supposedly, back in 1950, whatever, in the 50s, the admiral guy, the youngest admiral guy, I forget his name, he went out there to Antarctica and found an abundance of coal on the outer rim of Antarctica, and found warm, dry land that was all coal. Okay, coal, and then right after that, they started doing the nuclear tests in the atmosphere. Hey, I'll take a scenic flat Earth for $2.50. Get the Daily Double over there. This is a word from our sponsor, Hot Rig Apparel. Go to hotrigapparel.com and check out their shirts. I showed you guys in the beginning of this live feed. This is the one that I'm wearing right now. But yeah, check out the shirts. These are only some of them. You gotta check out check out the shirts, guys. Check out the shirts.
check out the shirts, guys.
Yo, shut up, yo. You. They didn't have the Brooklyn shirt that I wanted at the Petro in New Jersey, but I'm gonna get the Brooklyn. Boom. Harry Balls. Anyway, yeah, you guys go check out HotRigApparel.com.
My doctor's office.
We're going to be at Matt's. We're going to be representing and hanging out with Hot Rig. So that's where I'm going to be at the show. Come check out. I'll be there at the show in the Hot Rig booth. That's where you'll find me most of the time. Yeah. But anyway, back to the flat Earth thing. They did all the nuclear tests in the atmosphere. Well, what were they if you look at some of the footage from the atmospheric nuclear tests that they did, it clearly looks like the bomb went off and then the smoke and shit just went like this. Just saying, just saying. And then, like I said, then we went to the moon, and then we haven't been back to the moon. And then they take pictures of the Earth from outer space, and they call it the blue marble. And they show us these pictures of the Earth from outer space. But yet, there's supposed to be thousands upon thousands of satellites orbiting the Earth. And yet, they can take a picture of the Earth from outer space and not one fucking satellite, including the International Space Station, is in these pictures. Oh, well, we edited the satellites out. Okay, sure. Well, then, what's to say you didn't edit the whole fucking picture? And then if you look at one of the pictures, I can't remember, I think it was from 2015, and if you flip the picture over, the clouds spell sex. Now, I understand, oh, what a coincidence. Oh, okay, yeah. But come on, really? Oh, and then look at the picture of the planet Pluto. And you're going to tell me you don't see the dog from Disney, the Pluto dog, on the fucking planet Pluto. What? Oh, what's a coincidence? Come on, people. Open up your fucking eyes. Don't believe everything you're being told. And please don't allow them to tell that to your kids in school, because Jesus Christ, let me tell you. Oh, yeah, Pluto, the planet. Okay, well, why is the dog on the planet? If you look at it, I don't understand. I mean, the evidence is there. Oh, you're fucking brainwashed. You're crazy. You should wear aluminum foil on your head. Well, I'm just saying, look at the pictures. Look at the evidence. Do the research. Come up with your own theory. My theory is that the Earth could be flat. We could be being lied to all this time to keep us under control and keep us. Why do you think? Okay, let's look at this. Why do you think the cell phones and everything were? Why do you think social media? Why do you think all these different social media platforms were created? Because 95% of people are doing this all day long, flipping through Instagram, flipping through, and I do it too, don't get me wrong, I do it too. I look at the pictures, I flip through, I play games, I fuck around with the phone. We're doing this right now, you know what I'm saying? But what is that doing? It's keeping your head down in the phone, connected in. It's a great way to control people. It's a great way. I need to adjust this a little more. This cotton is all fucked up. No, I haven't lost my mind. My mind is open. My mind is open now. Ugh. All I'm saying is that you guys need to do the research yourself. And then make your own theory. And, hey, believe what you want to believe. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you, oh my God, the Earth is flat for sure. For sure, it's flat. I don't know if it's flat, but all of the evidence and all of the different things that I've seen lately sure as fuck show that it's fucking flat and not round. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. A lot of unanswered questions. A lot of unanswered questions. But the government sure isn't going to fucking answer. Oh, the truck. What happened to the truck? You missed the beginning. So, I was driving down the road today, minding my fucking business, and the sun was coming down, so I lifted up my seat a little bit, and, you know, to block some of the sun. And I usually never move my seat up, and when I move the seat up, I can barely touch the pedals. So because of that, I scooted forward, and then I moved the steering wheel. When I moved the steering wheel, the truck died. Lost my gauges, lost the Qualcomm, lost everything. Lost power steering, obviously. And I was like, what the fuck? Long story short, the Qualcomm wire, the harness, the wiring harness that's routed up under the steering wheel, got pinched a little bit when I moved the steering wheel up. And it pinched the wire that I ran it through. I didn't realize it, but I ran it through the fucking steering wheel angle mechanism, whatever you want to call it, the thing. And when I did that, it frayed a little tiny little piece of wire enough to touch metal that shorted out the circuit for the ignition. Because I was on the side of the road with the whole dashboard apart trying to diagnose and troubleshoot this shit. And then I finally looked over there at the fuse panel and saw that the breaker on the ignition breaker was popped. So I pushed the breaker back in and started the truck up and drove to the truck stop. And then that's when I had time to look, and I saw that the little tiny little fray of the wire hit the metal. And that's all it takes to short out a circuit. That's all it takes. Phone's about to die, so let me plug this fucker in real quick. Hold on there, people. There we go. Some power. What about the lunar eclipse? That's a very good question there, Adrian. If the sun is millions and miles away and is also fucking huge, right? It's fucking huge. The sun is huge, right? And the moon is only so far away, a couple of 100,000 miles away, right? How is it possible, by some coincidence, that whenever there's a full eclipse like we witnessed in the summertime in August, how is it possible that when the sun and the moon come like this, the moon covers the sun perfectly? Really? You're going to tell me that the moon, that the sun is this big, and that the moon is this big, but because it's far away, it fits perfectly? That's fucking one hell of a coincidence. Just saying. It's a big hell of a coincidence. That's all I'm saying. It's just wow. You know? I don't have a telescope, but I'm going to get one. And I'm going to try to view the planets, you know, from a telescope and the stars, because all of the footage and stuff that I've seen of people looking at planets and stuff like that, yeah, I fixed everything. I was able to figure out the problem, obviously. I'm here at truck stop. The Qualcomm is up and running, as you can see. So, yeah, I fixed it. And the whole point of me talking about that before was to tell you guys to learn how to troubleshoot. Have some basic tools on your truck to fix the small things that you can fix. Did you ask who I'm driving for now? I'm still driving for RST. Haven't changed since I came back in September. Driving for RST. Riverside Transportation. So that means the government does our climate control then, right? Well, hey, if you look at the airplanes that are up in the sky shooting out chemtrails and all that other shit, I don't know why they do the chemtrails. I don't know what they're for, but there's a lot of theories. what do you guys think it's for? If it's not to control the weather, then they're dumping chemicals into the air we breathe so that they can make us all sick. It ain't to make us fucking better. That's for fucking sure. You know? Oh yeah, we're gonna take a plane up into the atmosphere, 35,000 feet up or whatever it is, and we're gonna release all this gas and toxins into the air so you can feel better. That's bullshit. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story that raises question. Look up chemtrails. Look it up. Do the research. Come up with your own theory. All I'm saying is that there's a lot of shit that doesn't add up with a lot of things. And technology and social media have all brought these things to light. Okay? All these conspiracy theories and all these different things. All I'm saying is that it raises a lot of question. Oh, well, even if you could prove that 9/11 was faked by the government, well, what are you going to do about it? Well, there's nothing we can do about it. I can't do anything about it. Can't do shit about it. There's not enough of us yet. There's not enough people that are willing to stand up to the government and start a revolution. But eventually there's going to be. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. There's going to come a time when there's going to be enough people that are fucking sick and tired of this bullshit. And just think of it this way. Here's something simple. If you took 100 people, and armed them to the teeth with handguns and rifles and shotguns and grenades, just basic stuff that you can get anywhere, and had them stand in front of the White House lawn up against the fence, tell me that wouldn't start a fucking problem. 100 people. Just 100 people standing in front of the White House or in front of the Capitol building with guns and shit. It'd be a big thing. Now picture 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 10,000 people. Now you got a revolution. I'm telling you. Stock up on your bullets, people. Save your bullets. Don't save your money. Save your bullets. Save bullets, not money. Because when the shit hits the fan, okay, money isn't going to mean shit. Yeah, it's definitely a freak show, bro. Yeah, that's right. Chemtrails polluting the air, so we breathe it, it kills us like fluoride. Yep. Hey, you know, look at, my wife was telling me the other day that milk has no intrinsic value to it. It's not good for you. Milk doesn't do a body good. And I'm like, what do you mean? They've been telling us for years that milk does a body good. Milk, called it. Well, because they said it means that it's good for you. Look it up. Look at the nutritional facts of milk. Cow's milk is not really good for you. And supposedly there's a certain amount of pus that they put into the milk to make it taste a certain way. Like, and you say, and I said to my wife, I'm like, what do you mean pus? Pus means an infection, She's like, yeah, look it up. And I looked it up, and I'm like, fuck, that's, the pus from the udders and the milk and the cow's thing. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? But that's fucking crazy if you think about it. Why do they put that in the milk? Why are fucking chickens the size of fucking dogs nowadays? It's like, whoa, man, the steroids or whatever. It's really, like I said, there's a lot of questions. Why do they make organic food so fucking expensive? Because they don't want you to buy it. Hell, there were people, I can't remember what state it was in, but there were people collecting rainwater in these big giant jugs, okay, and they were purifying their own water from the rain, and they were using the water to do everything from grow their own plants and all this other shit. And when the government found out about it, they weren't happy with these people. Just saying. Anyway, I think we've rambled on enough tonight. Like I said, if you're curious just a little bit about the flat earth and all that has to do with it, please go look up the information. Do just a little bit of research. Am I going to pass through Tulare? I probably will. I'm not sure. I know that there's a Love's right there. I might stop there. So as I get closer to California, stay tuned on Instagram and stuff, and I'll let you know where I'm at when I get close to Tulare. But yeah, look up the research, you guys. Do the research and come up with your own theories. I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm just saying, don't believe everything that they tell you, because it's all bullshit in my eyes. But that's pretty much it, you guys. It's been a long, crazy live feed. A little bit of comedy, a little bit of crazy talk about the earth being flat and shit. And still over there, you? You still on here?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, yeah, you're still there. Well, we're going to shut this live feed down now, so say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
No. Do the voice you were doing before the... do that one. Alright. Later, buddy. Hey, what time are you leaving in the morning?
I don't have to leave till around 7.
What are you doing for breakfast?
Depends what you have in mind.
Figure you can eat my shorts!
No.
You want to have Denny's for breakfast with me?
Sounds good to me.
What time do you want to meet in the Denny's? Setting up a date.
Depends on what time you have to leave.
Hey, I make my own rules out here on the roads, driver. If you gotta leave, you gotta leave at 7, you said?
Right around 7. It don't have to be at 7.
So breakfast at 6 o'clock in the Denny's?
It's a date.
Sweet, I'll see you. I'll get a table. Now go to bed and dream about me. Yeah, no panties. So I just set up a date. And, what was your name? You said his name was Chris, right? Chris, right? Alright, Chris. Yeah. See you in the morning, 6 o'clock. Don't be late. Anyway.
Night, boo.
Oh, God. I have definitely attracted a weird bunch of audience, I'll tell you right now. Anyway, maybe we'll go live in the morning for the breakfast date. I don't know. Maybe we'll make a regular video out of it. I don't fucking know. What do you guys want? You want to go live in the morning with Chris? Should we go live with him in the morning? I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe we'll do. We'll have some coffee with Chris. We'll title it "Coffee with Chris." But yeah. So with that being said, since we're waking up early, I'm gonna take my happy ass to bed too, and we'll see you guys next time. Until then, go look up the information about the flat Earth and Let me know what you guys think. Send me a message on Facebook so we can talk about it, because I think that the conversation it's a good, fascinating conversation to have. You know, you start talking about the Bible and well, why this and why that. And, well, okay, you know, there's a lot. It's deep shit. It's deep conversations. All right, good night. Thanks for watching, Chris. I'll see you in the morning, 6 o'clock. Fucking tired.
6 o'clock. See you in the morning.
Later.